Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and we are trying something new today. So I thought I'd bring you along as I create the cover for the I was going to say November, December 2022 Digital Collage Dream Kit. I'm going to use Photoshop. And if you don't have Photoshop, no worries, but stick around and check out how I do it because it might be worth your effort to get someone's code or purchase your own subscription to Photoshop. I think there's also Procreate, and there might be other free platforms that you can use, including Canva. Canva's amazing. That little box is from Canva, actually. So I also just wanted to thank you for being part of the hashtag ArtFam. As gimmicky and salesy as that sounds, I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love this community and I love being able to do this with you. It's a huge, sometimes lonely world out there, and I feel so blessed and less lonely to know that you're there. So thank you for hanging out with me and making art. The world needs more beauty. So let's do it. All right. For this month's prompt, and obviously I haven't done it because I'm doing it right now with you. I'm inviting you to project, right? That's the open call for the cover of January. I want you to project. I want you to think about, okay, what are the things we want in our 2023 experience, our adventure, right? Because that's what it is. We get to choose our adventure. Not only to make a collage about that, but I'm inviting you to use words. If you have a quote, you know I'm all about the self-help. If you have a quote that is, helped you be more positive, helped you become the person you want to become, share it with us. Put it on your collage. This is digital, so you can literally just put a text box and do it, or you can write it out and take a picture of it and do that. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to share my screen, and if you've ever joined any of the Hangouts, you know I'm not the best at that. So let's see. Share screen. And okay, I think you see what I see. I don't know. Do not make judgment of my desktop because it's a mess. All right, so I hope you see what I see. Oh no, this is going to be really hard. Okay, so really fast, or not really fast. I'm just going to open all of the images that I have on Photoshop, you guys, because I think that's the best way to do it, right? For some reason, that's not showing what I want to. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Bear with. See, this is the excitement of doing this in real time. You get to see how crazy it all is. Okay. Yes, you see it all. Okay, great. So this is one of the images. Actually, it's the last image that I included. So I'm just going to run through them really quick and share. So this is obviously a nun. I have a thing for religious iconography. I am not Catholic or Christian, quite the opposite. I'm a little pagan. I'm a little, magic. But anything that reminds us of meditation, I'm a big fan of. So I thought she looked so peaceful, contemplating whatever she's thinking about. So that's cool. So she's from a window in Montreal, Quebec. I had an amazing time there. I did. I loved it. So that's what that is. Does anybody know what this is? This is from a well book. I just opened it at random, took a picture of it, and this is just like, whew, I want to dive in here and live in there. So this is your well book page, so enjoy it. See what we can do, right? Like if I'm asking you to write text, like this would be a perfect place to do that if you wanted to. I wish you could see me because not just because I'm vain, but because I'm like super emphatic. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, the next one is a box. Listen, when I was a kid, I used to live in a closet, not a metaphoric closet because I was a gay kid. No, I used to literally live in a little box closet because we lived in a studio apartment, which means it was just one apartment, one room. That was our bedroom, our kitchen, our living room. Actually, no, it wasn't our kitchen, but it was our living quarters. And there was a bed, there was a walk-in closet, and I just wanted it so bad because it was big enough to be private. Eventually, I got it. with my stepmother's clothes all over the place, but it was my little sanctuary. So I think this is what I see in this image, this idea of this little alcove of safety, right? And I've basically do that now with my studio. So I thought a nice little box would be a nice place. And who doesn't love an old phone, right? Okay. Oof, the next one. Isn't this gorgeous? So this is from a wall. Like Christmas is ever. New York is all about selling you stuff you don't need. This is from one of those stores, and I thought, oh, this is brilliant. So if you want to get all festive, here's your opportunity. This is a stairwell, and it was just too beautiful not to use. This is another picture that I took in Montreal. This picture was at a restaurant that was in a house on the island of Orleans, if I'm pronouncing it right, and it was devastatingly beautiful. Right across the street from this was the river, and right in front of the river was an ancient graveyard. I mean, listen, it was sheer magic and it was beautiful. So this is what I took from it. A stairwell. That's kind of deep. Okay, next. You know we love the snail mail. So this is all kind of, I doctored it up a little bit. I made it pink because I love pink. See what you do with that. Books, you know, I love books. This was a wall, again, in Canada that I needed to take a picture of because, come on, the sky is the limit with this one. So this is a really beautiful picture I took at a museum here in New York, and I thought, talking about loneliness, right? Talking about kind of being inside, looking out. It was just so beautiful because the room was so dark, but outside, it's like, oh, remember, there's a world outside. Go play. So this is kind of what that reminds me of. It's an invitation. And what's outside? This. So this is Times Square here in New York. I do not live anywhere near Times Square. I live in Brooklyn, which is across the river. But for some reason, I'm always there. I don't work anywhere near there. I don't work there at all. But it's a fun place. It's magnetic, I guess, right? This is also where they dropped the ball for New Year's. So that's that. It is New Year's. If you're gonna channel your animal instincts, channel a lion. Know that you're strong. Know that no matter how small or meek we are, there is a lion inside if you desire, right? You can tap into any of these things. And there's also a mirror. You guys, it's just a good time. Oh, I got an email. It's just a good time to reflect, right? Not because it's like, oh, what have you done? What have you not done? You know, be embarrassed because you didn't reach your 7th goal. No, it's just a good time to be like, oh yeah, I'm alive. What else do I want to live out, right? So I think, is that it? I think that might be it, my friends. Oops, cancel, sorry. I don't know what I just did, you guys. Go away. Okay, so let's start with these. So just like in any collage making process, it's like collecting images that you like. I'm definitely going to use the lion, so I'll leave the lion up. Maybe I won't use this right away. The window, I think not right now. The books perhaps, because why not? This perhaps later. The staircase, even though now that I think about it, it's really like meaningful. Not right now. This is just super cool. If you want to make a Christmas card, like this is it, right? I'm gonna start with this, my friends. I'm gonna start with this. Now I can't tell if you can see me, because if you can see me, I'm just gonna make stupid faces the whole time. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these 5. So the Nun, the Well Book, not this one actually, so 4. The books, and the lion. Okay, so what do? I'm not an expert in Photoshop, and you really don't need to be an expert, my friends. All you need to do is know a few tricks, and that's it. So I'm gonna start with this magnetic lasso. So this is, I don't, again, if you can see me, I'm gonna be really close to the computer because I can't see. But if you are using a Mac, you can press Control and plus, and look, it comes closer. So you don't have to put your face into the computer as I tend to do. So the magnetic tool, I'm just gonna get her out of here. This might take a second, so indulge me in conversation. The beautiful thing about using pictures that you've taken is that as I'm doing this, I remember the day, I remember the weather, and it makes me super happy and a little melancholic, honestly, because I want to. It was a really beautiful experience, and I'm upset that it's over. But I get to relive it in memory, and I get to relive it through this collage. So it was nice. So let me just continue with my beautiful magic nun. Did you guys ever watch that show, The Flying Nun, with Sally Fields, who's the cutest person alive even now? It was literally about a flying nun. It was on Nick at Night here in the States. At any rate, it was really fun, really cute, really sweet. So nuns to me aren't as scary because of that. Okay, so see how it's all selected. I'm going to press Control C, which copies it, and then I'm going to press Control V. And now if I take away this eye, there, I have her. So she's a little messy, right? Because I didn't take my time. That doesn't bother me because this is kind of just for fun, even though it might be the cover, whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go up here and say duplicate layer in 6, maybe. No, I'm just guessing. I wanted to go to the book. Oh, no, I wanted to go to the well book, but check that out, guys. I love that. Okay. Early days, but print, this is beautiful. Okay, so I think it's, okay, so it's 1. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go to layer, duplicate layer, go to 10. Okay, another way of doing this, if you can't hold a number in your head like I can, so just select the layer that you want, press Control A, Control All, and Control Copy, and then go to the image you want to go, and then Control V, and there she is. You guys, listen, at this point in my life, I don't feel bad about how little I can retain in my head at a certain time, but that comes in handy. All right, so this is something, you guys. Oof. Okay, I like this much more. So what I can do now, I can clean it up, right? Because it is very contrasty, those ugly little things. So instead of magnetic, I'm just going to use the poly something or the other. How about that for education? The poly something or the other. So this isn't magnetic. I'm basically dictating where it's going, right? So see, if I knew how to fast forward this, I would. I probably can, but I enjoy our time together, so let's just talk. So how are you? What are you doing for the holidays? Select. I'm the type of person that gets a little down on the holidays just because, you know, that's just the way I was raised. But I'm gonna do my best to not listen to all the sad music. I'm gonna do my best to, you know, find all of the beautiful joy and just enjoy it. Okay. I figured, you guys. I mean, I knew this, but I forget. Honestly, I forget. The music. I found this 80s jam playlist, and it's just some really, I don't know what the word is, groovy, really just great music that just does not let you calm down. It just does not let you be sad. And that's the power of music. I am constantly trapped, willfully, in sad music, and I'm just tired of being sad, you guys. I really am. And sometimes it's easier than others to escape. but I find that music really helps. So if you can relate, let's get out of here. Okay, this nun is my friend. Okay. I would love to see what else you guys are doing with these. And honestly, tell your friends, because I would love to see a lot more work being done with these guys, because look how fun she is. Okay. And as I'm doing this, I'm not listening to music. The music you're hearing right now is done post-production, so I'm just here in silence. Okay, look at that. Yeah, this is so cool. Okay. I mean, it's beautiful. Not because I made it, just because they're images that are really beautiful, right? And that's the thing about collaging. If you collect beautiful images, you can't help but make something beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye to her because I already have everything I need from her. I don't want to have too many windows open. So goodbye. Don't save, because if you save, then you won't have the image intact, right? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of her, but I'm gonna use these books. And you know I love a circle. It would be so easy to just go here, get an elliptical marquee, create a circle. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Okay, create a circle like that, right? That's cool, but that's kind of boring. It's kind of expected is what I mean. And if you do it, go for it. I'm just saying I think I can play a little bit more, so I will do that. I'm just gonna go and select some books. I recently said I was going to have a book sale because I have so many books and true story. And in the process of doing it, oops. I don't know what I just did. In the process of doing it, I realized that I'm a hoarder. And not necessarily in my house is a mess, but in the sense that I just can't let go of certain things. In doing it, I was preparing, I was doing bundles, and I was just having a really hard time letting go of some stuff. And at some point, Elvis, my husband, whom I love very much, said, "Oh, why don't you include, 5 books and, sell it for X amount of dollars?" And I snapped. I said, "What? $5? Do you know how special these are? You don't know how hard I've gotten these, collected these books." And then I stopped myself and I said, "Oh my God, I'm a hoarder." I just snapped at my husband. And in that moment, you know what I felt? I didn't feel shame. I didn't feel sad, too sad. But I did feel empathy. I felt empathy for my mother because my mother's a hoarder and it's probably where I get it. And it was kind of cathartic. I was like, oh, I don't want to be my mother. I don't want to be this person. So I'm not that person, you guys. So I'm doing my best. Can you relate? I know some of us can. But books are still very special to me, so I kind of have a moratorium on buying books right now. I will not buy another book until I finish the book that I'm reading right now. Okay, so here we go. So I have the layer selected. I'm gonna press all, copy, and then I'm gonna go to my well book, and then I'm gonna go V. There it is. So if you realize that there's something about yourself that you don't like, don't feel shame. It's a little shocking in the beginning, and that's fine, but don't feel shame. Just do something about it. Okay, wow, that's cool. Oh, I like how it's coming out of the book. Yes. Oh, okay. So this is what I'm really loving. Do you see this? It almost looks like she's cradled by the books. She too is a hoarder. Okay, I'm not making light of the situation. I gotta laugh or else it'll kill me. Okay, so this is, yes, I think this is something. Okay, maybe let me see if I can add one more. Oh, Mr. Lion, shoosh. Okay, so I'm gonna use the lion because I love the lion. So this is one way of doing it that might be really easy. Get the magic wand and click on the darkest click on a dark area and see what it does. It kind of selects all of it. So copy V, and let's see what it selected. Oh, it did a perfect job of just selecting the lion. So now I'm going to make another layer because it also selected the little cherubs in the bottom. Don't want them right now. It's important to make noises as you do things, you know? Just animates things. Okay, so oops. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know what just happened, you guys. Are you still there? Okay, let me try this one more time. Dun, 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 dun. So technology is technology. It's gonna do whatever it's gonna do, but so fear not. Okay. Copy V. There it is. I'm gonna get rid of this, and there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna say all, copy, and then I'm gonna go back to my book, B. And there it is. Now, because it doesn't have, it's just an outline, right? Because I just copied this, the black images. If you want to trace it and cut it, then it would be white. But let's play around with this because look, I do have that a solid orange. So if I want to move my nun here and have my lion be center stage, perhaps that would be really cool. Oh yeah. An easy thing to do too is because it's black, you can turn it white. How do you do that? You go to Command L with the levels and look, all of a sudden it's white. That's kind of cool actually, but perhaps I'll leave it like that for now. Let me see this nun. Come with me. Oh, you guys, she's with the, it looks like the strength card now. So beautiful. Okay. So this is when you know you love what you're doing, right? It's just like you can do this forever and you're like, what? Okay. I like something about this, my friends. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Miss Nun, come over here. What should be the nun's name? Gladys, Felicia. Okay. That's kind of cool. I think it works, but I really did like the books a lot better. Right? That's cool. Maybe the lion needs its own space. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna leave that there. Then I'm gonna go back to my nun. And maybe the books need to be a little bit smaller because I really love this background. Oh, that actually works nicely. So what's happening here, my friends? Oh, this is really pretty. But the only thing that does bother me is that she is very similar to the background, so she kind of blends in a little too much. What can we do? We can change the background. We can change her. So I never play with the filters. Let's play with the filters. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to go to the top filter. I'm going to say stylize. I'm going to say oil. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. So let's see what this is going to do to our friend Gladys the Nun. Oof. So she looks oily, which is not a good look for anybody, but maybe she can pull it off. Ooh, that is terrifying. Okay. She looks like a mummy, so let's not do that, poor thing, God bless. Okay, one more. Filter. Acid? No, I don't like these, because, I don't know. Ooh, that's scary, but let's see what it looks like. Nope. Z, Command Z. So another thing you can do is, again, play with the colors. So let's go to command level. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to red and play with the reds, right? Kind of mess. Oh, look at that. See, that did something. Non mi piace. Doesn't particularly do anything for me. How about just... Let's do it again. About the blue. Let's play with blue. So what I was liking is that all of a sudden there's a foreground that matches the background, right? Because she's kind of the same colors as the mountains, and then in the middle is the green, and that kind of works nicely. But I also think it's not enough. It's not enough. So another thing you can do, and this is the thing about Photoshop, you can do anything and everything, and the sky is the limit. So we can spend here a whole year working on this one digital collage till, you know, kingdom come, whatever that means. So having said that, I'm going to go to the dodge tool, the burn tool, and look what happens when I work on the nun. So all of a sudden she does become a little darker. And do I want that? Perhaps I do. Perhaps though, maybe I just want her face to be darker. It's just not even, is it? Well, that kind of worked out. Anyway, okay, so I like it, I don't like it. Let me see what I can do with this background. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, so check this out. So I can literally play with the foreground again. We can be here forever. And which wouldn't be a bad thing, but okay, let's see. I'm gonna start singing, you guys. Don't let me start singing. Okay, so I'm gonna make a copy of just this little section that I selected. Copy V. And then I'm gonna go control levels, and then I'm gonna go to the green and see what happens. Okay, now we're in business. See how that changes everything? Yeah. Mi piace. Okay, so that really makes me happy. Okay, so that's it. That's gonna be it, my friends. I do like this over here. I think I can make it lighter so it's a pure white, and I'll do that by dodging. Oops, I have to select the image. And because it's the base, I need to make a copy of it to actually manipulate it. So, and look at that. Oh, look at the light coming in now. This makes all the difference, right? Je l'aime beaucoup. Okay, cool. So now the prompt was to add words. I have a gazillion notes that I put around my studio to remind me of things. And they're always very private because they're silly and they mean absolutely nothing to anybody but me. But I do have one that really touched me. A friend of mine said something very nice to me. It was a very nice compliment, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. You know, we always remember those negative comments people say sometimes, but do you remember the positive comments that people say? So I kept her comment, and her comment was, sometimes you come across bigger than life, she said. And I thought, what does that mean? She just said, you know, sometimes you're so full of life, and that's nice to watch. And I thought, wow, like, thank you. So I want to remember that, and I'm gonna write here funnel, and I have it above me. Bigger than life. So I'm with this, I'm sharing it with you. Remember to funnel life and be bigger than life, right? Okay, so how am I going to play this? It can be super subtle like this, and all of a sudden I think that just really works, right? Because it's such a big statement, the fact that it's small makes it really important. I also have one thing that I did, you guys. I am super extra. Check this out. I have to look for it, but bear with. Bear with. I don't remember what I called it. Here it is. I actually made a font out of my own handwriting. Yeah, you can do that. There's websites where you can do it. It doesn't take too long, but it's pretty effing cool. Check that out. Do I like it? It's super wonky, which is perfectly fine, right? So let me play with this because I do love that font that I use for most of I use at the bottom of the collage kits. This is cool. Damn, this is really cool actually. Okay. All right, my friend Dulcie, this is for you. Thank you. Funnel bigger than life. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done, you guys. So this is my collage. The prompt was to create something where you can put words that goes into your 2023 projection. This can also be your entry to the open call. You have a few days, I think, right? Why does this work? So this was from a well book, and it's already kind of perfect to go. So it was easy to pluck in some things. I use 1, 2, 3, 4 images altogether: the well book, the lion, the nun, and the books. And then I just wrote something that was meaningful to me. Funnel bigger than life. You guys, this is my collage. I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to do this every month. I might, but it's a lot. But let me know what you think, because I really do care what you think, and if you need this, I will do it. Yeah, this feels really good. So thank you for watching this. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Again, I am no expert on Photoshop. You just need to know 1 or 2, 3 things to be successful with it, like everything else in life, right? All right, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer. Thank you for being part of this community and being part of the art fam. Much love, and have a great new year, my friends. Ciao.